Greetings, my name is Sumitiper, and once again I am very sorry for this ridiculously long delay. But welcome to ACERVO Season 4, Episode 7, Treaty with a Dark Creature. A hum called out to me from within a shadowy alleyway near my apartment. That sound, voiceless and without cohesion, made me put down the box of scented candles I was about to take out and forced my hand to open my door. I descended the stairs, hyper-aware of my every move. By the last step, I put my hand into my pocket and grabbed the front door key. Suddenly outside, the hum grew stronger, yet no one other than me heard. No reaction in the faces of people going about their daily lives. I felt misplaced, like if things were deeply wrong somehow. I continued to go towards the source. I knew this place well, the park, the barber shop, and the drugstore being just some of the places I passed by frequently. The dark alleyway was there. Formerly the service entry of an old bakery. Now it is the home to piles of garbage and to that thing. Its appearance resembled that of a very tall person, shivering and suffering from malnutrition. It was crooked, face looking directly at the ground, expecting my presence. It spoke no words, but made me feel something to transmit its message. My focus was suddenly on a random box in the alleyway. Everything else felt static. I grabbed that box, and everything returned to normal. It wanted me to do things. Whichever things they were, I had no idea. A thought of defiance passed through my head. What could it do if I resisted? And just like that thought faded, images of my house on fire flooded my mind, enough to convince me. I was just assigned some sort of mission by a being imperceptible to others, a mission that I couldn't refuse or else my house would burn down. I just hope that it doesn't make me do anything illegal. I slowly backed away. I had to return home and grab something. But what? Upon reaching my home, I decided to check the cupboard in the kitchen where I kept spices and teas. After a thorough look, I found it. Apple cinnamon tea. Wait, apple cinnamon tea? What is that thing going to do with tea? After that, I grabbed an insulated water bottle from my gym bag, disposed of the cold water that was inside it, and left it to the side while I boiled some water on my stove. After it was done, I packed everything into a bag and descended once again. Near the barber shop, I found a foam cup lying on the sidewalk. It grabbed my focus despite my disgust by it. It was turned over, dirty, crumpled, and still had some coffee inside. I tried to turn away, leave that nasty cup where it lies. Then came pain and a headache. I sighed defeat and grabbed the disgusting thing. From the other side of the street, an old woman looked at me with sudden disgust in her face. I just lowered my head and proceeded on my mission. On the same spot, that weird thing remained still. Suddenly the alleyway wasn't as disgusting, not when compared to the literal piece of garbage I held in my hand. I carefully tried to return the cup to its original shape. After that, I grabbed the bottle, poured hot steaming water into it once, waited a minute, then poured it out. The cup was cleaner, but still nasty. Once again, I poured it. After the cup was nearly full, I proceeded to insert the tea bag into it with extreme care. The water level just about reached the brim. I gave a look at the thing, expecting it to react some way, but it didn't. Nothing happened. I looked down at the cup, expecting a miracle. Would it raise its frail hand to taste it? Was the tea too hot? I hadn't even mixed it. That thing didn't ask for me to mix it. Though something was slowly happening. The tea was mixing itself. The water began to take on that delicious color of apple cinnamon tea. I was paralyzed as it all happened. I didn't move at all, even in the slightest. A bird might have landed on me. A fly might have tried to touch my lip, but I had no reaction. I didn't want to move. I just watched with anticipation. Miraculously, after some 8 minutes, the tea began to disappear. Somehow that thing was drinking it. Either that or the cup was leaking. Suddenly everything felt slower and calmer. I had been tense for a while now, and nothing had seemed to work, except this. My mind began to flow away. I remembered many things. A message was being relayed to me. A house with a mat by its front door that said, "Thank you for visiting me." The warm smile of my mother. A close friend explaining how much they valued me and my friendship. The abandoned puppy that ran up to me, full of excitement when I was a small child. And then, there I was, in the present. I found myself in the alleyway again. My needless worries were gone. I felt much more in control of myself and saw how powerful I was. I had potential to improve myself and to help others. I suddenly wasn't a failure. I felt loved. Just as that last realization came to my mind, the cup crumpled again and tipped over. I saw the thing. It was starting to wither away. It began shaking and falling apart like an old piece of cardboard. As it disintegrated, for one final time my focus was driven somewhere. A small peace sign on the floor. This had all been very weird. I still didn't understand entirely what just happened. The tea, the cup, its control over me. Why? I may never know exactly what was that thing, but I do know that it wanted me well. I said one final thank you and left the, now empty, alleyway and decided to go back home. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Sumitiper, and thank you so much for watching.